Okay, a little technical difficulty there. So I'm not typically the one with the camera.
You can see when once you start, how you just get that little opaque piece right there in the middle. Once you start, you cook it just a little bit dry like this, or coat it with the rice, and then normally if you had like some vermouth or some white wine, you can start with that.
I've got gin.
But no. We'll just gonna put like a cup of.
Oh, poor kitty.
Now you don't have to stir this every second that it's on the stove, but if you just at least agitate it like this just a little bit, that'll work too. And then then give it a stir.
Also, the broth back there is kept warm too.
Yeah, you need to have it hot. And like I say, this is going to take about 18 minutes or so. If you ever want to make this ahead for a party, make it for 16 minutes. Turn it off. Spread it out on a sheet pan, and put like a piece of wax paper down. Spread it out on a sheet pan nice and thin. Cool it down, and then it's going to stop the cooking process. And then when it's time to cook it, you just take some broth, put it in a pan, heat the broth up, put it back in there, and you'll have about 2 minutes or so to go. Just heat it through, get that last bit of cooking, and then.
And life is good.
Yeah. Risotto is one of those dishes where it doesn't wait for you when it's done. Kind of like a souffle. When the souffle is done, you eat it, or it drops.
It's time to eat.
Yeah. And you can see how quickly this has soaked up that liquid. Pretty fast. And it's going to keep soaking up. And when you can run your spoon through here and it's pretty dry on the bottom, that's when we're going to add some more to it.
What do you want to keep the heat at?
Like a medium low, right in there, just depending on your stove. I'd say more like a medium low, like a 3, depending. And then you just kind of
Stand here and stir. We'll get it to the point where you need to add some more liquid to it.
getting close.
This is about the point where I get to, I'm like, hell with it and dump the liquid in.
You could do that. I mean, I've seen people do it. And I've seen it just sit there, without being even agitated or stirred or anything. But that's not how I make it. See how it's pretty dry now when you run your... You can do a little Moses thing there. Part the risotto. When you can do the Moses, you're pretty much done. It's time for
more liquid.
Yeah, more liquid.
Why don't you add some more liquid?
And you just add about, a cup or so. At the beginning I add a little bit more than a cup to start off with. And then you just add, 3/4 to a cup, every time that you go. And then you just kind of watch your clock, and it's odd how, if you do it right, nice medium flame, at 18 minutes, it's going to be perfect.
Looked in the oven.
So,
Yeah.
we'll be back when this is done, and we'll go from there. Action!
Alright, we're back. I've got the shrimp and the scallops in a bowl. They've been seasoned with some Penzeys black and red spice, which is cayenne and black pepper, some cumin,
Both from Penzeys, by the way.
and some shallot salt.
Just to kind of tie it all together, since we have shallots in the risotto and
All there.
the shrimpage.
So in this pan, the other pan, got just some butter and olive oil. This will be easier just to use my hands.
Yeah. Risotto's still going. We're getting very close to being done here.
In preparation for that, we've got some grated Parmesan Reggiano.
Yay. Grando Padano. Dang. Here's our wonderful little tomatoes. That's going to be awfully yummy. Multitasking. So we're going to cook off the shrimp, get those to just about done, and then we're going to put in the scallops, since the scallops only take, half the time. I made little shrimp donuts there. We cut the shrimp about 3/4 of the way, 80% of the way through. They will end up in these nice little rounds if you don't screw up. They just look kind of neat that way. I don't know why. I'm weird. Anyways.
I like that.
We'll be back when these are done.
Okay, we have achieved risotto.
Risotto looks good. It's nice and soft. It's our shrimp and scallops, our mushrooms, and to finish the risotto off the heat,
Here's the tomatoes.
you want to bring it over. Take a nice even handful. Cheese. And stir that in.
Why off the heat?
I don't know, I always used to do it on the heat, and I saw Jamie Oliver do it once. He said do it off the heat, and for some reason it does give it a different consistency when you do it off the heat than on. Anyways. So.
Half that amount for me. Oh, stop. Thank you.
All right. Grown-up spoon.
It's like tomato jam. It's going to be good tomorrow morning with baked eggs. Cook the tomatoes, mushrooms, garlic. On the wrong side.
Alright.
Technical difficulties here.
And the shrimp.
I really don't need any scallop on mine.
Okay.
I like my scallops overcooked. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Okay. Some scallops. Some shrimp. And that is risotto 3 ways.
Put a little bit of Parmesan shredded up. Now all we need is a fork.
So, give it a try. Y'all have fun.
Bye now.